Welcome back, YouTube pipe smokers. Mutton Chop Piper here. Well, today's video is entitled, Will the beverage I drink while smoking my pipe change the flavor of my tobacco? Now, before we get started, there's a couple of things I want to touch on. First of all, this video is for you new and intermediate pipe smokers. Second of all, I wanted to explain that I'm going to use myself as an example while talking about different types of beverages that I drink while smoking my pipe. Now, that doesn't mean that the taste profile that I experience is what you will experience. Each of us has his or her own palate. So what I enjoy or what I taste may be totally different from what the experience you have. Example, you may like straight Virginia tobacco. You may love the taste of it. I may not. Several other people may not. I may love an Oriental Forward English blend. That is the best tasting tobacco to me. You may hate that because you just don't like the taste. The same can be said for beverages and for food. What you may like, I may not. So, if I tell you this is what I get when I partake in a certain beverage while smoking my pipe, please don't leave me a comment saying, well, I don't get that at all, and I don't know what you're smoking or what you're drinking, but you're totally out to left field and you need to reevaluate what you're doing. Again, because the reason why is because each of us has a different taste profile and a different palate. All right, let's get into the video. First of all, why should we drink something while we are smoking a pipe? Well, I think it's a good idea because it will rinse any residue out of your mouth while you're smoking your pipe. And it's just good oral health. It will help preserve your gums. It will help preserve your teeth. And if your family has a propensity toward getting cancer, your uncle or your father or your brother might have died of lung cancer, then it may stave off cancer by rinsing out your mouth to protect both your body and your oral health. Okay, so let's get into this. The first category we're going to look at is sodas, soda pop. So you have Pepsi, Coke. My beverage of choice is Diet Mountain Dew. I love Mountain Dew, but due to my health concerns, I have to keep my sugar low. So I drink Diet Mountain Dew. Now let's look at soda as a category. In soda, you're going to have sugar, you're going to have a cola, and then you're going to have a fizzy feeling as well while you're drinking soda. So, when I drink soda, when I drink my Mountain Dew, no matter what tobacco I'm smoking, because of the sugar, it enhances the sweetness of the blend. And because of the fizziness of the water, it sort of increases the possibility of tongue bite. Because the fizziness will cause your tongue, for me at least, it kind of causes my tongue to be a little bit stressed, I guess. And then as the smoke comes in and it's heated, it will increase the possibility that I get tongue bite. I usually don't. I smoke long enough to be able to avoid that, but it's a possibility. And this only happens about for the first 3 or 4 draws. You take a drink of soda, you draw in your first draw of smoke, and it's going to increase the sweetness of that blend, because your mouth and your tongue is still saturated with the sweetness of the soda. As the smoke comes in and the flavor replaces the sweetness and the cola taste of the cola or the Mountain Dew, then your tobacco returns to the taste that it was intended to taste like. So, sodas, for me at least, they ramp up the sweetness and they give me a little bit of a tingly feeling in my tongue, which combined with the heat of the smoke sometimes causes me to get tongue bite. Not very often, though. All right, let's look at the next beverage. The next beverage we want to talk about is coffee. Now, there's a lot of you out there that really enjoy a cup of coffee while you're smoking your pipe. So let's look at those black coffee drinkers. For me, when I drink black coffee and I smoke my pipe, the coffee taste deepens the taste of the tobacco, and it gives it a smokier taste. So even if I'm smoking a straight Virginia, it sort of ramps down that sharpness of a straight Virginia and gives it a deeper, smokier taste. Now let's take the same beverage, coffee, with a little cream and sugar. It changes the taste profile altogether, for me at least. For me, it sweetens the blend, plus because of the cream and the sugar, or because of the cream and the coffee, it makes the blend creamier. So if I've got we'll use Virginia again, a sharp yellow Virginia that I'm smoking, and it is sharp, it's hot. It's hard for me to explain, but it will mellow that Virginia down. It will make it creamier, and it will sweeten the blend a little bit. All right, let's look at acidic drinks that have a lot of acid in them, like orange juice and grapefruit juice. If you enjoy smoking and drinking any orange juice or grapefruit juice, then you've got a couple of things in there, couple of components. You've got the sweetness of the orange or grapefruit juice, but you also have the sourness. Orange juice and grapefruit juice are sour. Plus they've got the acidicness. So as you drink grapefruit or orange juice and you draw tobacco or draw smoke from your pipe, you're going to get a combination of sweet and sour. It's going to sweeten the blend, but it's going to sour the blend just a bit. And then the acidicness is going to cause that tingling feeling again in your tongue, at least it does for me, and it will ramp up the chance of getting tongue bite. So especially with orange and grapefruit juice, you got to be really careful, because it will really, that acid will start to work on your tongue, and along with warm or hot tobacco smoke, your tongue just can't take all that, and it will start to heat up and start to sting. So just be aware of that if you drink those type of drinks. So what can you drink if you are a tobacco purist? You do want to drink while you're smoking, but you want to taste the flavor of the tobacco and only the flavor of the tobacco. Well, there's two choices. At least there may be more choices out there, but for me there's two choices. There's pure water, just regular water. All water will do is it'll wash away what's any residue that's in your mouth, but it will maintain that tobacco taste as you draw from your pipe. Another good choice is a very light tea. Not a heavy tea, and certainly not sweet tea. If it's sweet tea, again, it's like soda. It will increase the sweetness of the blend. But if you use a light tea, water and tea, where you can barely taste the tea, then the tobacco should stay pure enough to where all you taste is the tobacco taste. So let's review real quick. Soda, you're going to be, at least for me, I get a sweetness. Plus, I get a little bit better chance of getting tongue bite because of the tingly feeling that the water gives me. Black coffee. Black coffee deepens the blend for me, and it gives it a smokier profile. Where coffee with cream and sugar, it sweetens it, but it gives it just a tad bit of smokiness because there's still coffee there, and then the cream will cause the tobacco blend to be creamier. It'll give it a creamier, more texture to the smoke as I draw it in. So with cream and sugar, I get a sweeter, smokier, creamier profile out of my smoke. And then after that, we want to look at the acidic drinks like orange juice and grapefruit juice. Got to be very careful with these because they will give you a sweet yet sour taste. Yet because of the acid on your tongue, it will give you a greater chance of getting tongue bite. And last but not least, if you are a tobacco purist and you don't want anything to interfere with your tobacco taste, then water or a very light tea are the two things that you want to choose to drink while you're smoking your pipe. All right, well, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you learned something. Until my next video, I want to wish you and your family happy piping.